We'll take you to joining us. I'm Katrina Smith. Gary has this Black Friday off.
And so does Eric. So we get meteorologist Samantha Westing in today. But Eric, and kind of a quiet weather day today.
That's good for all those
Cooler.
shoppers.
I know, for all the shoppers. A little bit chilly out there for sure. We're going to see temperatures dropping throughout the day today. Let's take a look at those current conditions outside. Right now, we're starting the day, actually, warmest part of the day today looks to be this morning, as temperatures are sitting in the mid-30s. We'll continue to slowly drop down into the 30s, upper 20s as we continue throughout the day today. Breezy, though, so be aware for that. So I'm going to feel a little colder than it actually is. Feels like it's in the mid-20s to start. Anyone traveling this morning, getting up early, heading back home, the weather looks fine. We're going to deal with a couple light flurries throughout the day today, but that's the biggest thing on our plate for the rest of the weekend until we start the next work week. Dry on that Storm Tracker 2 live radar, and as we head throughout the day today, highs again in the morning, getting cooler as we continue throughout the day. Have a look at that full holiday weekend coming up. Back over to you, Katrina.
Thank you so much, Sam. Don't forget the Storm Tracker 2 forecast, never more than 10 minutes away. We begin with the latest developments.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired.
Good morning. We're taking a look at that morning commute. Some people still having to work this morning or getting up early to do that Black Friday shopping. Mostly cloudy this morning. Then we'll see those clouds kind of break away as we head throughout the day, but we do get colder as we continue throughout the day. Just that chance for some light flurries, as you can see across the state. Mostly cloudy skies, but very quiet to begin your Friday. Let's take a look ahead for that weekend. Quiet weather ahead for Saturday as well as Sunday. We do warm back up as we continue towards Sunday, but we are talking rain and maybe some possible lake effect snow later on in the week. Closer look at that forecast will be coming up. Back over to you, Katrina.
Sam, thank you so much. The Whitesboro football.
Good morning and happy Friday. Not too bad weather in store for today as well as into the week, and we're not talking much as far as snow or rain or anything for the next couple of days. Let's take a look at that downtown Utica cam right there. Mostly cloudy skies out there to start this morning. That's kind of what's helping to keep us a little bit on the warmer side as we start the morning now, because temperatures, those will be dropping as we head throughout the day today. As you can see, 35 to start, a little bit breezy out there, but due to that wind, feeling a little bit colder starting today, feeling like it's in the mid-20s. Let's take a look at those temperatures across the region. 30 in Inlet, 27 up in Big Moose, down to the Southern Valley. Starting the day again in the mid-30s. Our highest today will be now, then we'll be back down into the low 30s, upper 20s as we continue throughout the day. Now today, looking to be kind of breezy as we head throughout your Friday. Things beginning to quiet down. We're going to be talking partly sunny, mostly cloudy skies for much of your weekend. Then as the next system begins to arrive, we're back into windier conditions for Monday, as well as the possibility for some rain. Now, anyone going out for that Black Friday forecast, not too bad of a day to get that shopping done. 35 degrees to start, and then as you can see, that temperature decrease as we head throughout the day. But we do look to stay dry. There's a chance for a couple flurries, but that won't impact any shopping you might have throughout the day today. Taking a look at that Storm Tracker 2 live radar. As you can see, we are dry across the radar. We'll be mostly dry as we continue throughout the day. What our playmaker is for today, low pressure system, cold front knocking on our door right now. This will actually pass over us throughout the morning, again, causing that decrease in temperatures, also causing a little bit of an increase in clouds. We'll also see cooler air moving on into the weekend and overnight. Once this passes through, high pressure builds in for the next couple days, and that's what brings us those dry conditions for both Saturday and Sunday. Taking a look at that skycast as we head through the day, you can see that cloud coverage mainly from the thruway south continuing throughout the day. Hit or miss flurries here or there, not talking anything as far as accumulation goes. Most areas staying dry for your Friday. By the evening, clouds beginning to break away. We'll be mostly clear as we head overnight, and that's really going to drop our temperatures. We may be in the 20s. It's going to feel like the teens overnight and to start your Saturday morning, but sunshine to start the day. A couple clouds here or there, but we'll actually be mostly sunny throughout much of the afternoon on Saturday. So again, for today, temperatures decreasing. Clouds will also decrease as well. We're talking mostly clear for tonight, getting down into the 20s, teens for the overnight hours. Taking a look at that 7-day forecast. Saturday and Sunday, dry, lake effect snow and rain in the forecast for Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Still keeping an eye on that system. There's nothing definite or in place with timing, but a lot of that looking to arrive late Sunday night and continuing for the start of the work week.
All right, thank you so much, Sam. Black Friday, any Black Friday shopping for you today?
No, if I did, it would be online. I would not even dare.
You're more of a Cyber Monday
Yeah.
gal. It's like Black Friday, Small Business Saturday, Cyber Monday, and
Yeah.
it's like pick one, right?
Exactly. I went out last weekend, and I'm not driving out there, so that's for sure.
Thank you so much, Sam. Well, the time now is 5. Pretty cool. So yeah, they took off, you know, like you have to take a day off if you're like after Thanksgiving because you just eat and then
You're so full.
I was in a turkey coma, I think, this morning, you know, and like the alarm went off and I was like, okay, I have to go in. So Eric and Gary, I hope you are enjoying your day sleeping in on this
yep.
Black Friday because we're here for you holding down
Sleeping
the fort.
in, nice warm blanket. I know when that alarm went off again, I say this every time I fill in for this shift. I'm like, what time is it?
And
Where
it was
am I?
cold. I
It
didn't want
was
to get
cold.
up.
Actually, it's going to get colder as the day goes on. So I hope you enjoyed this morning's temperatures because we're talking
was
highs.
warm.
Yep, highs today will get into the 30s, low 30s, and upper 20s.
Oof.
So let's take a look at those current conditions. The warmest temperature right now as a cold front approaches us, we'll see those temperatures drop throughout the day, sitting at 35, breezy, but only feels like the 20s, so wind chill in effect for today. Anyone getting up early, going to travel, heading back home, we look dry across the state, mostly cloudy temperatures, pretty much in the 30s, 40s for this morning. There's a look at your Storm Tracker 2 live radar. Dry on the radar. We have that risk for just some possible flurries throughout the day, but not talking accumulation. Most areas staying dry and mostly cloudy. I will take a look at that full forecast coming up. Back over to you, Katrina.
Sam, thank you. Don't forget that forecast, never more than 10 minutes away. Here at home,
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired.
Good morning. I hope everybody had a wonderful Thanksgiving yesterday. Hopefully you're going to get some shopping done, find some good deals for your Friday. The good news, weather will not play any type of impact on any shopping you may have to get done today. We're looking at mostly cloudy skies. Just a couple flurries out there throughout the day. Let's take a look at that downtown Utica camera right there. Mostly cloudy skies to start this morning. We'll see a little bit of a decrease in clouds as we continue throughout the day today. For right now, though, we are sitting at the mid-30s to begin the day. A little bit of a northwest wind as the next system approaches us, so making it a little bit breezy for today. And that breezy weather making it feel like it's more in the 20s rather than in the 30s to start the day. As you can see, much of our region starting the day in the 30s, upper 20s to begin. 37 in Westmoreland, 30 up in Lowville. We're looking at the 30s again down into the Southern Valley, 34 in Oneonta, 34 in Oxford. Now what we're taking about for today, the wind. Breezy for today as the next system approaches us. Kind of make our winds a little bit stronger as we continue into the afternoon, making it feel a little cooler and chillier out there as well throughout the day today. Quiet down as we continue into the weekend. Next system approaches. That's going to bring us very windy conditions for Monday, as well as a chance for some rain and maybe some lake effect snow showers to start the work week. Anyone heading out for Black Friday, again, decent weather out there. Traffic, I can't control that, but at least the weather looking to be nice, partly cloudy. Temperatures, though, you can see decreasing as we continue throughout the day today. All of that due to the next playmaker set in place to come this morning. Take a look at that Storm Tracker 2 live radar. Dry out there to start. As you take a look, you can see cold front knocking on our doorstep this morning. That's going to pass over us this morning. That's going to make us breezy. That's also going to decrease the clouds, but it's going to bring a little cooler air and going to give us that risk for some hit or miss flurries throughout the day today. Most places, though, staying dry for your Friday. You can see that cloud coverage mainly from the thruway south as we head into the afternoon. You'll see those flurries pop up here and there, again, mostly south of the thruway, but at most region staying dry. We'll see some sunshine as we continue into the late afternoon. Clouds will decrease overnight, and we do have the chance for a couple more flurries due to that decrease in clouds. Temperatures may get into the low 20s, but it's going to feel like the teens overnight. So a very chilly start to your Saturday morning. Clear skies, though, and then we'll see some sunshine as we continue throughout the day on Saturday. So again, for today, mostly cloudy skies, really slight chance for some flurries out there. Temperatures in the low 30s. For tonight, we'll drop down, feeling like we're in the teens for the overnight hours, mostly clear. Let's take a look at that 7-day forecast. Weekend looking to be beautiful. We're back into the 40s and the 30s. sunshine for most of the weekend, and then we have that chance for lake effect snow, lake effect rain. Probably will start as rain, switch over into some snow for Tuesday and Wednesday, but we're still kind of waiting for the timing. Nothing set in stone in front of that just yet.
Not too bad. So not a bad day for people getting out shopping
No,
today.
shopping all weekend, actually. Great for any type of local shopping, anything.
Sunshine too. Thank you so much, Sam. Still ahead on News Channel 2 at sunrise. And thank you for joining us. I'm Katrina Smith. Gary has the day off.
And I'm meteorologist Samantha Wessing in for Eric, who has the day off as well today.
Lucky Ducks on this Black Friday morning. They're probably still celebrating their Thanksgiving.
I know.
Getting some extra sleep and nap time from all of that tryptophan from the turkey.
Maybe I'll need a little turkey later, and then I won't even need turkey to take a nap later.
I don't need turkey to take a nap. I'll just take
We'll
a
be
nap.
ready for that by the end of this morning.
And you'll be ready to nap after your Black Friday shopping, I'm sure. So let's get the forecast for
Great
that.
day to head outside today. A little chilly to begin. Let's take a look at those current conditions. We start the day in the 30s, feeling like the 20s. Breezy out there. Now we do have that chance for some snow flurries, but not much going on. Mostly cloudy skies. As you can see, much across the state, mostly cloudy to begin the day. And most places starting the day in the 30s as well. Storm Tracker 2 live radar dry out there this morning. And as we take a look at what to expect for the day today, mostly cloudy, and then those temperatures actually decreasing as we head throughout the day today. We'll sit in the low 30s for our high. I'll have a closer look at that forecast coming up. For now, back over to you, Katrina.
Thank you, Sam. And don't forget, your Storm Tracker 2 has this Black Friday off.
And I'm meteorologist Samantha Wessing in for Eric. So both of them enjoying their Friday.
Lucky Ducks
Sleeping in.
taking a day off, sleeping in. You know
I bet
what?
they napped yesterday and slept in this morning.
So they're getting a lot
getting
of
it all.
sleep. Expect them to be rested on Monday when they come in again.
They should be.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
We're here.
Today, though, Black Friday shopping, I know that lots of, I said earlier, you know, I can't control the traffic, but I can control the weather, so it's not going to be
And
too
it's
bad.
clear.
Clear, mostly cloudy, cool out there, a little bit breezy. Let's take a look. Current conditions right now. Temperatures in the mid 30s. We're going to kind of drop. We've already dropped 1 degree, so temperatures continuing to drop as we head throughout the day today. We'll be in the low 30s for our high, feeling like the 20s, and you can see the wind very breezy out there for this morning. Anyone getting up early, traveling back home, traveling in general for the weekend, not looking too bad. We're going to be dry across the state this weekend, mostly cloudy. And again, those temperatures in the 30s and 40s for much of your weekend. Storm Tracker 2 live radar, not much going on there. And then for today, the chance for a couple flurries as the next system passes over us. But again, mostly cloudy skies, and we'll be sitting in the 30s for today. I'll have a closer look at that forecast coming up. Back over to you, Katrina.
Thank you, Sam. Don't forget your Storm Tracker 2 forecast, never more than 10 minutes away. Begin with the latest developments.
Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired.
Good morning for those of you waking up having to work today on this Friday morning, or getting up, getting some breakfast, and then heading out for your shopping. The commute looking to be okay, mostly cloudy skies, a little chilly, a little breezy out there this morning, but then we'll see those clouds break away, see a little bit of sunshine by the afternoon. As you can see across the state, any travel that you may have today, tomorrow, or even into the weekend, looking to be good travel to head back home for the holidays. As you can see, mostly cloudy skies out there. Temperatures today on the cooler side. It's going to feel like the 20s, even though we're going to be sitting in the 30s throughout the day. And there's a look at that weekend ahead. Mostly sunny skies on Saturday. Clouds return for the second half of the weekend. But I am talking a little bit of lake effect rain and snow coming up. I'll have more of that in my forecast. Back over to you, Katrina.
Thanks, Sam. The Whitesboro football team is
Good morning. Hope everyone had a wonderful Thanksgiving. Got some shopping to do today. Looks like a great day to go out and do it all weekend. In fact, we're not talking too much as far as weather goes for the next couple of days. Let's take a look at that downtown Utica camera right there. Mostly cloudy skies to start for the day today. We will see that decrease in clouds, though, as we head into the afternoon. Sitting out there 34 degrees, but feels like 25. So very windy, very breezy, and that's going to make it feel a little bit cooler as we continue throughout the day today. Temperatures continuing to drop as we head throughout the morning hours, sitting in the mid-30s, upper 20s to begin the day. Same thing down in the Southern Valley. 34 degrees looks to be the trend down there, but mostly in the mid-30s. Now, I said breezy for today. We will quiet down as we head into the weekend, not too much in the way of wind. Then as the next system approaches us, as you can see, we get very windy as we head into Monday. A little bit of a shift in our weather to start the work week. Anyone heading out for Black Friday today? Great day to do some shopping out there. Weather-wise, it's going to be quiet, mostly cloudy with clouds decreasing, as you can see, decreasing in temperatures as well. So dress a little bit warmer, going to feel like the 20s throughout the day today, but you won't have any impact as far as weather goes to get out and get any of that shopping done. Storm Tracker 2 live radar, dry on the radar. What's going on for today? A cold front right there knocking on our doorstep. That will actually pass over us throughout the morning. Once this passes, we will see some cooler air move on through, a little bit breezier as well, and then it does give us that risk for some flurries throughout the day today. Very light, very scattered, most areas staying dry. Once this passes through, clouds will decrease, high pressure will move in behind it, and that's what's going to bring us the dry weather for Saturday and Sunday before the next system arrives. And with that, it's going to be rain and a little bit of lake effect snow. As we continue throughout the day today, you'll notice those flurries mainly south of the thruway, cloudier as well, decrease in clouds as we continue into the afternoon. And you can see temperatures getting into the 20s, actually going to feel like the teens as we head throughout the overnight hours due to those clear skies overnight. Now for your Saturday, we'll start the day dry. We will see some sunshine though, even though it shows mostly cloud coverage, we'll see some sunshine throughout the day on Saturday. So again, today mostly cloudy, just that slight chance for flurries as we continue into the afternoon hours. For tonight, feeling like the teens under those clear skies. Taking a look at the 7-day forecast. Beautiful weekend ahead. Great weekend to get anything done that you might need to, especially for shopping. And then that next system arrives, and we're talking lake effect rain into some lake effect snow for the first half of the weekend. Again, that's something that we still need to get the bigger picture on. It's a couple days out, but I know Eric and Bill will keep an eye on that as well.
Right? People are, we'll keep that away for as long as possible for some, right?
Exactly. It's that time of year, so you got to expect it, but I'm not ready.
Embrace it.
I'm not ready yet.
Thank you, Sam. Well, be sure to like us of News Channel 2 at Sunrise. I'm Katrina Smith. Gary has the day off.
And I'm Samantha Wessing in for Eric this morning, so both of them sleeping in today.
So, okay, go easy on us. We're doing our very best. We're not used to getting up this early anymore.
We realize we just talked about how tired we both are over here. You can't tell probably, but
You hit a wall at like 6:30 when
you really do, because you're like, okay, we're almost there, but you're not there yet, so you can't pump the brakes.
But the brisk morning air when you get up this morning, that will wake you up.
That will wake you up, the breezy conditions, but good news is we're going to be dry. So any of the shopping you have to do, not going to be a bad day to get out there and do it. Let's take a look at those current conditions as you head out the door this morning. Temperatures slowly dropping. We're going to sit in the low 30s for today, but it's going to feel like the 20s with those breezy conditions out there for Friday. So a little bit cooler. Definitely have that jacket if you're running around to stores and everything this morning and even into the afternoon. Anyone that might be getting up and heading back home or anything like that for the holidays, we're going to be seeing mostly cloudy skies and temperatures in the 30s. Chance of a flurry today, but most places staying dry. You can see that dry on the Storm Tracker 2 live radar. And again, cloudy skies and just a couple flurries for today. Dry weekend ahead. Have a look at what you can expect coming up. For now, back over to you, Katrina.
Thank you, Sam. Don't forget that Storm Tracker 2 forecast, never more than 10 minutes away. Becky.
The Cooperstown Cam is brought to you by Utica National Insurance Group.
Good morning. Anyone heading out to work this morning, just waking up? Maybe getting some breakfast before you do some shopping for the day. That commute looking to be okay for this morning. Mostly cloudy skies. Chilly out there as we do start the day in the 30s, feeling like the 20s. Then as we continue throughout the day, chance for some flurries, but again, mostly cloudy skies for the day and then into the evening hours. As you can see across the state, not dealing with too much as far as weather goes, mostly cloudy start with temperatures sitting in the 30s. Let's take a quick look though at what you can expect for the rest of your weekend coming up. Saturday looking to be the nicer of the 2 days with more sunshine, but still Sunday mostly cloudy, temperatures in the upper 30s, 40s, but we do have a little bit of a lake effect snow and rain on its way for the start of the work week. I'll have more of that coming up. Back with you, Katrina.
Thank you so much, Sam. There are calls.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired.
I hope hope everyone had a wonderful Thanksgiving yesterday and a great start to your Friday. A lot of shopping to do out there, great deals, and it's a great day to get outside. Not too much going on as far as weather goes for the next couple of days. Let's take a look at that downtown Utica camera right there. Sun's starting to come up, but mostly cloudy skies out there to start your day. And we're going to see these clouds sitting around for a little bit into the morning. We will see some sunshine, though, as we head into the afternoon. Starting the day in the mid-30s, 34 degrees, breezy out there, and those winds looking to stick around throughout the majority of our Friday. Feels like 25, though, so much cooler feel when you step out the door. Most areas you'll see those temperatures decreasing as we head throughout the morning, sitting in the low 30s, upper 20s. Same thing down in the Southern Valley, mid-30s to low 30s to start your Friday morning. As I said, breezy for today as that system approaches us for the day today. Once that passes, we will quiet down as we head into the weekend. The next system arrives, and that will bring us some windier conditions to start the work week. Anyone heading out for Black Friday, great day to do some shopping. Now, I can't control how traffic will be out there, but as far as the weather goes, that will not get in any way for anyone wanting to head out to do some Christmas shopping. Temperatures decreasing throughout the day. Chance for some flurries, but we do look to stay dry for much of our Friday. Storm Tracker 2 live radar dry out there this morning. The big playmaker for today will be a cold front knocking at our doorstep. This will actually head over us throughout the morning. Once this passes, we'll see a decrease in temperatures, breezy conditions as well, and clouds will begin to decrease. Once this system passes, right behind it some high pressure that will take control for the weekend, bringing us some sunshine and dry weather for Saturday and Sunday. As you take a look at that Storm Tracker 2 SkyKiss, clouds mainly sitting south of the thruway. You'll see some hit or miss flurries pop up on the screen. Again, there is that chance for that, but as you can tell, most places staying dry. Clouds will decrease as we head into the evening, and because of this, we'll see temperatures drop down into the 20s, feeling like the teens for the overnight hours. So a very chilly start to our Saturday morning. Some sunshine to begin the day, and then we'll see a mix of sun and clouds as we start the first half of our weekend. So again, for today, just a couple flurries out there, most places staying dry, mostly cloudy throughout the day, decrease in temperatures as we head throughout the day. For tonight, very chilly, feeling like the teens as we head into the overnight hours. Taking a look at that 7-day forecast. Weekend looking to be beautiful. Anything you need to get done this weekend, great weekend to travel, great weekend to do so. And then the next big system will be arriving on late Sunday night into Monday. Looks to start as rain, switching over to some lake effect snow. So something I know Eric and Bill will be keeping an eye on as we get closer.
Leave it to them, right?
That's what I do. I've been liking coming in for the nice days and then just have fun.
Take care of this, guys.
You got this.
Thank you so much, Sam. And from
Good morning and happy Friday. I hope everyone had a wonderful Thanksgiving yesterday. If you have any shopping to do today, looking like a decent day to do so. Take a look at that downtown Utica cam right there. Sunrise, mostly cloudy skies to begin the day. Clouds sticking around, but we'll see a break in the clouds as we head into the afternoon. Current conditions, we are sitting at 33 out there. Feels like 23. So almost that 10-degree difference between what it is outside, what it feels like outside. Breezy, though, those winds, 14 miles per hour. We'll be dealing with breezy conditions throughout much of the day today. Local temperatures sitting in the 20s, low 30s to start the day. Same thing down to our Southern Valley, sitting in the mid to low 30s. And these temperatures are going to be decreasing as we head throughout the day today as that next system approaches us for today. Breezy conditions quieting down as we head into the weekend. And then we are getting windier as we head to the start of the work week as the next system does arrive. Black Friday forecast, anyone heading out today, not a bad day to do so. Might see a couple flurries for the day, but most areas actually staying dry, mostly cloudy, just with that decrease in temperature. So do have a jacket. It is a little chillier feeling than it actually is outside. Dry on that Storm Tracker 2 live radar. Cold front, that's what's going to be making our weather for today. This is knocking on our doorstep, so this is actually passing over us in the morning. Back behind that cold front, we'll see those breezier conditions, that possibility for a couple flurries, but it's also going to give us a little bit of a decrease in clouds. Once this passes, high pressure will move on in to start the weekend. That will keep us dry and sunny for both Saturday and Sunday. After that, though, we are talking the chance for some lake effect rain and snow for the start of the work week. Let's time everything out. Storm Tracker 2 Skycast. As we head into the afternoon, you can see some pop-up flurries here or there. Most areas won't see that. Cloudy skies, especially south of the thruway. And then you'll see that break in clouds. We'll see some sunshine by the afternoon. But watch this, mostly clear for tonight, and that will dip those temperatures into the 20s, but will actually feel like the teens as we head into those overnight hours. So a very chilly start to your Saturday morning. And even though this is showing some cloud coverage, mostly it's just some sun and clouds throughout the day on Saturday and staying dry for both Saturday and Sunday. So again, for today, just that slight risk for flurries. Besides that, mostly cloudy skies, temperatures decreasing as we head throughout the day. Mostly clear for tonight. Very chilly in the 20s, feeling like the teens overnight. Taking a look at that 7-day forecast. Like I said, for Saturday and Sunday, looking like a beautiful weekend. So anything you need to get done this weekend, if you have to travel this weekend, looking to be in the 30s and the 40s. Mostly sunny Saturday. Clouds build back in by Sunday. Then we have that chance for that lake effect rain. It will start out with Sunday night, switching over to a chance for snow by the midweek. More of News Channel 2 after the break.
Forecast here at home. Meteorologist Samantha Wessing is in the Weather Center for Eric Gage.
Good afternoon, everyone. Those snow flurries making their way over central New York right now. Light snow, we're not looking at any type of accumulation with this coming to an end. It'll be hit or miss throughout the majority of the day. And as I said earlier this morning, you'll notice those temperatures decreasing as we continue throughout the day today. We're sitting in the 20s. Northwest wind helping to bring those lake effect snow flurries over us as we continue throughout your afternoon. As you can see, it's really much sitting over western central New York as we head throughout the afternoon. Again, drying out. We're not going to see this all day long. This will continue into the evening. And then we have some high pressure kicking in by tonight to dry us out into the start of your weekend. You can see those flurries right there across the radar. Very, very light, but pretty spread out much of Oneida, Madison County, seeing those as we continue on. For today, that high temperature right there, 31, we continue to drop as we head throughout the day. Highs today will only be in the 20s as we continue towards the evening. I have that full look at that forecast coming up. Back over to you, Katrina.
Thank you so much, Sam.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired.
Good afternoon. Those clouds are just sticking with us as we head into the afternoon. Finally starting to see those flurries. Some dry air has moved out of our area, so we're starting to see those lake effect flurries that were predicted. Those will continue on throughout much of the day today. Let's take a look at that Nexus Center live cam right there. You can kind of see, if you look closely, those light flurries over here in Utica. But take a look at those skies. Very cloudy. I had hopes that they were going to break. Right now, they look like we're pretty much going to stick with those clouds for the remainder of the day today. Current conditions, again noted, temperatures continuing to drop as we head throughout the day today. So our high was this morning around 37. Now we're at 29, but feels like 18. Just a very chilly, windy day out there today. Temperatures dropping across the region, mostly sitting in the low 30s to upper 20s, and again continuing to drop as we head into tonight. We're talking in the 20s, feeling like the teens overnight. So very, very chilly evening. Breezy for today, then we'll quiet down. Nice weekend actually ahead as we continue into the start of next week. Next system arrives. We're talking windy conditions, rain, and possible lake effect rain and snow for the start of the work week. Black Friday forecast, I did have to change my noon icon to those flurries, cloudy skies right there. Either way, great day to get that shopping done. Not much you can do outside today. Rather chilly, so get some of that shopping done. Head out. Hopefully the traffic isn't too bad out there. Here's a look at our Storm Tracker 2 live radar. Flurries across the board, all of this affected by lake effect. What happened was that cold front passed over us this morning, shifted our winds out of the west-northwest, bringing in some of that snow, bringing in some of that colder air. Back behind that, we'll have some high pressure kick in, which will bring us that dry weather for the weekend. Storm Tracker 2 Skycast. Now, it's not picking up too much flurries on the Skycast. I'm going to keep that as a widespread thing as we head into tonight. Still that possibility. Clouds do look to break up a little bit overnight. That's going to really decrease our temperatures into the low 20s, almost the upper teens. Very, very cool start to your morning on Saturday. But as you can see, continuing throughout the day, peaks of sun and clouds throughout the daytime on Saturday. But we do stay dry, and that dry weather, like I said, continuing into the day on Sunday before things start to change Sunday night. High today, 31, again dropping back down into the 20s right now. Cloudy, sticking with those flurries as we continue into the evening hours tonight. Flurries sticking around, partly cloudy tonight, lows in the 20s, but feeling like the teens. Let's take a look at your 7-day forecast. Now I want to talk about the weekend, looking beautiful. We're back into the 40s though by Sunday. Then that next system arrives. With that, we're going to start out as rain right now. Then we're going to switch over to some lake effect snow that looks to stick around for Tuesday into Wednesday. The timing for that, the placement of that, still not definite. Bill and I were actually just talking about that, so something that we're going to keep an eye on as we get closer to the start of the work week. Katrina?
Okay. Thank you so much, Sam. It's Black Friday, and you know what that is. Welcome back, and thank you for joining us for another half hour of News Channel 2 at noon. I'm Katrina Smith. Gary has the afternoon off, but meteorologist Samantha Wessing, well, she's stuck around, and she's still in the Weather Center tracking some flurries in the air right now, right?
Yes, I am. Clouds stuck around as well today, so we're not going to see too much in the way of sunshine and those flurries continuing on into the afternoon. I'm going to keep them around for tonight, as well as moisture's making its way into the atmosphere, and that's going to keep that lake effect. Snow flurries in the forecast for this evening. 30 degrees outside, west-northwest wind, 15 miles per hour, so it is very windy outside. It is also very chilly, making temperatures feel like 19 degrees. You can see much of those flurries central western New York right now. That's pretty much where they're going to be sit as the air comes across the lakes, and you'll see that on the Storm Tracker 2 live radar. Light flurries, we're not talking anything as far as accumulation, but they'll continue to be generated as those winds come across the lake into tonight. Highs today, we only got into the 30s for our high, and we're going to continue to drop as we head throughout the day today. So our warmest spot was this morning. We're going to be in the 20s by tonight. A closer look at that forecast coming up. Back over to you, Katrina.
Thank you so much.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired.
Good afternoon. Katrina was right. Lots of toys over here in the Weather Center. Great job. Keep that up as Stuff the Best continues going on. Now, what's happening here? Decent day for shopping. We're talking some light flurries, but a little chilly out there, so you won't have that jacket if you are heading out throughout the day. You can see that Nexus Center downtown Utica cam right there. If you look closely, you can see some of those flurries that we're seeing here. Again, very light here in Utica. Clouds, though, those are not breaking up as we continue throughout the day today. So cloudy skies. Temperatures, though, as I said earlier today, decreasing, sitting at 30, feels like 19 degrees, so very, very chilly outside for today. As you see, temperatures in the 20s, 30s for our down Southern Valley. You can see 31, 32, Norwich. Very, very chilly day today. Breezy as well. This is what's bringing those lake effect flurries as we continue on. Those will die down. The winds will die down for the weekend. So beautiful weather this weekend. Next system arrives. We're talking windier conditions on Monday and then into the middle of the work week. As I said, for Black Friday, great day to get out, go shopping. I changed that noon graphic to have those flurries continuing into the afternoon and the evening hours with that drop in temperatures as we continue tonight. As you see on that Storm Tracker 2 live radar, all of this is coming off of the lake right now, so very light. We're not talking much in the way of accumulation. What happened was cold front moved over us this morning. That shifted the winds out of the west-northwest, bringing those over the lake, giving us a little bit of that moisture, creating those lake effect snow flurries for now. High pressure will build back in behind this, and that's what's going to keep us dry, partly sunny for the weekend as we continue throughout the day. Today, you can see some clouds breaking the clouds as we continue into tonight. That's going to help drop those temperatures around the low 20s, upper teens. So very, very chilly start to your day on Saturday. Some sunshine, and then clouds will build back in, some sun and clouds throughout the day on Saturday, and that will continue into the evening. But as I said, dry weather for both Saturday and Sunday. So again, for today, the highs were in this morning. We're actually around 37 this morning, dropping down to around the low 30s, upper 20s right now. Flurries continuing into the evening, even a little bit into tonight as well. For tonight, though, the low is down near 20, but with those windier conditions, we're talking it's going to feel like the teens out there for tonight, and a few of those flurries continuing on. Let's talk, though, as we continue into the week ahead. Saturday and Sunday looking to be beautiful. Warmest day of the week will be Sunday. We're back into the 40s with partly to mostly cloudy skies for the weekend, but Monday, Sunday night it starts out as rain, continues into rain for Monday. What we're really watching is how those winds will shift and where that lake effect snow will set up for Monday into Tuesday and then Tuesday into Wednesday. So it's kind of like a 3-day event starting as rain and then looking to continue into snow. I know it's something that Bill and Eric, as well as myself, will keep an eye on as we continue into the week. Probably one of our first lake effect events for this awesome
All right, so if you don't have the WKTV weather app yet, now is the time to get it so you can keep your eye on that.
Definitely.
Thank you so much, Sam. And now the Thanksgiving.
With Chief Meteorologist Bill Cardis. A lot of people traveling or maybe going to the Clinton Parade. We'll talk more about that in a minute, but you're going to want to bundle up.
Yeah, it's cold out there. It's the wind that's really making it feel much colder than the air temperature. We will not be dealing with this wind all weekend. In fact, tonight the winds will be diminishing. Let's take a look at the radar. We've been seeing some flurries throughout the day. It hasn't caused any traveling issues, but they are continuing, especially north and west of Utica, as we're seeing some marginal lake effect snow developing. That will continue tonight, but again, the bigger story is the cold. It's 28 degrees, but it feels like 19 with that west-northwest wind that's been out there. It's been really the strongest over the past 2 hours. The winds will be diminishing tonight. It's cold. Temperatures fall into the teens. The weather over the weekend looks pleasant. I know the weekend is a big one for travelers getting home. It looks like the weather's going to cooperate for the travelers. Early next week, we are watching lake effect snow, very likely to produce some accumulations here Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday of next week. We'll take a closer look at that coming up. A few flurries out there this evening, temperatures in the upper 20s. And we're taking a look at that weekend forecast coming up. Kristen, back to you.
We are an hour away from the Christmas tree light.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Cardis.
Good evening. Happy Friday. We're getting ready for the weekend, and it's going to start out on a cold note. If you're traveling this evening, maybe going out and doing some shopping or going out to eat, the weather looks fine. Just a few flurries in the air on the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. We can see them falling west of Utica. They're light. They're not going to cause any traveling issues. We've been seeing them throughout the course of the day, and they are related to lake effect snow. They're being caused by lake effect snow. It's cold enough tonight for that. Again, no significant accumulation is expected overnight. The winds are going to turn into a northerly direction, which means any flurries will be generally falling west of Utica. The weekend forecast looks a lot less cold and a lot less windy. The winds will be light over the weekend. Saturday, we're up to 37, so warmer than today. A mix of sunshine and clouds. Sunday, mostly cloudy, 41. Warmer, but cloudier. And again, the winds both Saturday and Sunday look generally light. Let's take a look in downtown Utica, where we have partly cloudy skies and, again, dark at this time. In fact, let's take a look at the sunset and how that's trending here over the next several weeks. The sunset today was 4:30. Next week, it only becomes 4:27. In fact, in 2 weeks, it'll be the earliest sunset of the year. That happens in early December, not the winter solstice, believe it or not. In fact, by the winter solstice, the sunset goes back to 4:30. So this is the darkest 4-week stretch here of the year, at least in the evening time, as we approach the winter solstice. Cold out there, 28 degrees is the current temperature. When we factor in the wind, it feels like 19. The winds will be diminishing as we head into tonight. A cold front came through earlier this morning, and that's what's been causing the wind this afternoon, along with the flurries. High pressure builds in from the west. And again, that sets the stage for pleasant weather this weekend. It's cold tonight. A lot of places fall into the teens, especially areas that remain mostly clear, which is Utica to the north and east. In fact, the Adirondacks could be in the low teens tomorrow morning. Mix of sunshine and clouds tomorrow. Temperatures climb into the 30s. Again, less wind. We'll look at clouds tomorrow night, clearing late. Overnight lows drop down into the teens again. And then Sunday does not look as cold. We're looking at a mix of sunshine and clouds, mainly cloudy skies developing later in the day with temperatures in the upper 30s to low 40s. Tonight, cold down to 18. Tomorrow, less windy, a mix of sunshine and clouds, 37 for the high. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. A big pattern change next week takes place, bringing lake effect snow to our area. Right now, it looks like the bulk of the accumulation will be north of the Mohawk Valley. This is looking to be Monday night and into Tuesday, but then the wind direction changes. So I think we'll be dealing with some snow. And a reminder, if you haven't gotten your snow tires on, maybe this is the weekend to do that.
Now is the time. Shovels out, snow brush.
Get ready.
You're talking to me. He's
Yeah.
talking to me. Bill, thank you. Consumer alert for you right now. The salmonella. Unfortunately, the Jet score is not the blessing.
No, let's not
for
talk
Bud.
about that. We've got some lake effect snow that we want to talk about. We're going to be tracking this for early next week. Cold air moving over the warmer waters, the relatively warmer waters of Lake Ontario, producing lake effect snow. Again, lake effect snow is driven entirely by cold air and warm water and that wind that moves over the lakes. Monday night in particular, we're expecting accumulating snow. At this point, it looks to be north of the Mohawk Valley and predominantly north of the Mohawk Valley. But that, as the wind direction changes Tuesday or Wednesday, that could bring some of the lake effect snow southward. Again, it's Friday and we're looking several days out, so it's a little too early for snowfall forecast, but we will pass it along as we do get closer. Live look outside, some flurries continue to fall in central New York, especially west of Utica. These are not accumulating, but don't be surprised if you see more of them in the air tonight. It's a cold one to take the dog out for a walk, but if you are going out, temperatures will be in the 20s, wind chills will be in the teens. Max and Tucker are tonight's featured dogs. If you want to be part of this, head to Bill's Buddies on Facebook. We're going to look at the weekend forecast coming up. Kristen, back to you.
Cold stuff the bus stop this afternoon.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. We are continuing to track cold weather and some flurries out there. The weather will be changing this weekend, though. We're expecting some warmer weather and an end to the flurries. Live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. We are seeing the bulk of these snow showers and flurries falling west of Utica. It's been the case for a good portion of the day. The flurries are generally light and they are not causing any issues on the roadways. And they're being generated by lake effect snow. It's that cold wind blowing over the lakes, producing some snow showers. We'll be seeing a lot more of these as we head into early next week. Travel cast for Sunday. I know it's a big travel day as many folks are heading back home. Looking at no issues weather-wise across the Northeast. Temperatures look to climb into the 40s and it's mostly cloudy and dry. It's not until Sunday night that rain arrives and traveling will become more tricky in spots early next week as lake effect snow develops. Live look in Cooperstown. Again, just a cold night. You can see the flag waving. Wind chills have been in the teens this afternoon. The winds will become light tonight. Wanted to take a look at early next week. Cold air moves in, and after widespread rain Sunday night, the stage is set for lake effect snow. Looks initially like the band will be developing across the North Country Monday night and into early Tuesday, and then perhaps dropping southward into the Mohawk Valley as we head into Tuesday and Tuesday night, and then back to the north on Wednesday. And because there's a lot of things that we still have to figure out here as to how long it's going to last, it's too early for a snowfall forecast, but we will be putting those out as we head into the weekend for when this begins on Monday night. Temperatures are cold. Mike and New Hartford 27, Cassville 25, Barneveld 23, Curtis Corners 22 degrees, Stratford 22, and Mohawk 27, Milford 26, Maryland. Greg checks in with 25, and Stewart and Cooperstown with 25 degrees. It's going to be cold tonight as high pressure builds in. That's going to set the stage for generally clear skies tonight. A lot of places fall into the teens, especially north and east of Utica. Tomorrow, less windy and nicer. Looking at temperatures in the mid-30s with sunshine giving way to clouds. Pretty quiet tomorrow night. Clouds give way to clearing late. Overnight lows drop down into the low 20s. Sunday not as cold. Looking at partly to mostly cloudy skies. Temperatures climb into the low 40s. Before the weather becomes a lot more active next week. Cold tonight, 18 for the overnight low. Tomorrow, less windy, sunshine with a few clouds mixed in from time to time. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. We're into the low 40s on Sunday, mostly cloudy. Lake effect snow as we head into next week. Now, again, starting out across the North Country and then perhaps dropping into the Mohawk Valley either Tuesday or Tuesday night. Looking cold next week with temperatures in the low 30s. Snow showers continue into Thursday. We'll be right back.
First look at the forecast with Chief Meteorologist Bill Cardis.
A cold afternoon across central New York as a cold front moved through. It produced some flurries, which we're still seeing in parts of the area. Let's take a live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. West of Utica, some light flurries. These are not accumulating or causing any issues traveling, but again, a continuation of some light snow across the region as expected this evening and early tonight. Current temperature is 29 degrees, but it feels like 20. That wind from the west will be becoming lighter tonight as temperatures drop. A lot of places drop into the teens overnight. The weekend looks pleasant for those of you traveling. No issues here weather-wise Saturday or Sunday, but that changes. Next week, we're tracking cold weather and a likely prolonged lake effect snowfall as we head into early next week. Looks like Monday through perhaps Thursday, and we'll take a closer look at that. A few flurries this evening, temperatures in the 20s, and we're going to take a look at that weekend forecast coming up. Kristen, back to you.
It's a tradition that dates back to the
WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Cardis.
Good evening. Happy Friday. A cold one today. Temperatures only climbed into the low 30s with the wind. It felt like teens this afternoon. Let's take a live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. We are tracking a few flurries, especially west of Utica. Snowfall will be generally light. We're not expecting an accumulation, but again, don't be surprised if that flurry activity continues at least for the next several hours. Again, generally west of Utica. Mix of sunshine and clouds on Saturday. Less wind this weekend, so it will be not as cold, and it will feel a lot less cold too. 37 for the high on Saturday, 41 on Sunday, mostly cloudy skies. For those of you traveling home from Thanksgiving, the weather looks great across the Northeast. Things change Sunday night. A cold front moves through. It brings widespread rain Sunday night and into Monday, and it sets the stage for lake effect snow. It looks like heavy snowfall will be possible north of the Mohawk Valley beginning Monday and into Monday night, and then the band will be moving around as the winds change. We're thinking this is going to be a multiple day lake effect event, and we'll be taking it one day at a time. We're expecting to put out some snowfall forecasts initially with that band on Monday night at some point this weekend, so we'll keep you posted. In downtown Utica, again, it's quiet, it's cold. Looking at mostly cloudy skies. Our sky watchers in the 20s, 26 in Whitesboro, Yorkville 27, Cassville 25, Newport 26, Middleville 26 degrees, Milford also 26, Edmonston 25, and Harriet and Otsego with 25 degrees. We've got high pressure building in from the west. That is going to clear out the clouds tonight and also settle the winds down. We're looking at a cold one tonight. A lot of places drop into the teens, especially north of Utica. Could be in the low teens to perhaps single digits first thing Saturday morning. It's less windy Saturday, sunshine in the morning with mixing in with clouds from time to time in the afternoon. Temperatures climb into the 30s. We'll clear out late tomorrow night. Overnight lows drop down into the 20s. And then Sunday looks like a pleasant day, mostly cloudy skies. It's dry and it's not as cold with high temperatures in the low 40s. Tonight, a cold one, 18 degrees. Again, flurries come to an end. Winds will be calm. Tomorrow, light winds and again, just a nice day, a high of 37. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. Again, next week, that's when the weather becomes pretty active. Again, we're tracking rain Sunday night into Monday. Lake effect snow develops Monday evening. Again, it starts out north of the Mohawk Valley, and then it could be impacting the Mohawk Valley as we head into Tuesday, Wednesday, perhaps Thursday. It remains cold with temperatures in the 30s and overnight lows in the teens and low 20s. And then Friday, we'll look to dry out with mostly cloudy skies and high temperatures in the upper 30s. We'll be right back.
Let's get a first look forecast with Chief Meteorologist Bill Cardis.
Good evening, everyone. We're tracking cold weather as we head into tonight. In areas that clear out, especially north and east of Utica, temperatures are expected to drop into the teens. We're also tracking a pleasant weekend, looking at sunshine both Saturday and Sunday, less wind compared to today. Lake effect snow is expected to develop as we head into early next week. In fact, we're looking at a multiple day snowfall. That band won't be staying in one spot, though, and we're going to take an early look at that coming up. Cold tonight, some flurries in the air. Overnight lows drop down into the upper teens. Again, we're tracking a very pleasant weekend ahead, along with some colder weather early next week. Look at your forecast is coming up. Ben, back to you.
Bill, thank you very much. It was a great end.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening, getting ready for the weekend here, and it's not going to be as cold tomorrow as it was today. That wind had a bite to it. The winds will be much less tomorrow. A mix of sunshine and clouds, temperatures in the mid to upper 30s. Sunday looks pleasant. High temperature 41, mostly cloudy skies. If you're traveling home this weekend, the weather looks great both Saturday and Sunday, not only locally but across the Northeast. No travel issues weather-wise. Sunday night, a cold front moves in. This brings widespread rain. Rain turns over to snow. In fact, lake effect snow. This sets the stage for a multiple day lake effect event, and it begins Monday across the North Country, where some heavy accumulation will be possible. That band may end up dropping southward sometime Tuesday or Wednesday as winds turn into the northwest. And the bottom line is we're going to be keeping a very close eye on this, and we'll be putting together snowfall forecasts on this later this weekend as to how much we could be talking about. Right now, it looks like it could be locally heavy, especially north of the Mohawk Valley. Looking at downtown Utica, again, a couple of flurries out there tonight. A relatively quiet night. Those flurries lingering throughout the course of today, generated from Lake Ontario, some late lake effect. High pressure builds in from the west, and that will bring us pleasant weather over the weekend. This will also help lighten the winds as that high pressure system moves in. Tonight is cold. A lot of places fall into the teens, especially north and east of Utica, where skies are expected to clear out. And it's going to be a generally pleasant Saturday. We start out with some sunshine in the morning. In the afternoon, clouds start to build in. Again, it looks less windy compared to today, with high temperatures in the mid-30s. Tomorrow night, cloudy initially and then some clearing late. Overnight lows drop down into the 20s. On Sunday, not as cold, mostly cloudy skies. And again, high temperatures climb into the low 40s. Tonight, again, it's cold, some flurries, low temperature of 18. Tomorrow, looking at less windy conditions, a mix of sunshine and clouds, and slightly less cold compared to today, a high of 37. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. Tracking lake effect snow next week. Again, we think the band starts across the North Country Monday and into Monday night, where locally heavy snow is expected. And then that band drops south on Tuesday and Wednesday, producing widespread lake effect snow. Again, we'll keep you posted throughout the weekend. We're planning on putting out some first thoughts on snowfall accumulation either late Saturday or early Sunday. Lake effect snow could continue into Thursday, 36 for the high, looking at dry weather by Friday.
Coming up next, how to make sure the toys meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening, Ben. Good evening, everyone. We're tracking cold weather as we head into tonight. In areas that clear out, especially north and east of Utica, temperatures are expected to drop into the teens. We're also tracking a pleasant weekend, looking at sunshine both Saturday and Sunday, less wind compared to today. Lake effect snow is expected to develop as we head into early next week. In fact, we're looking at a multiple day snowfall. That band won't be staying in one spot, though, and we're going to take an early look at that coming up. Cold tonight, some flurries in the air. Overnight lows drop down into the upper teens. Again, we're tracking a very pleasant weekend ahead, along with some colder weather early next week. Look at your forecast is coming up. Ben, back to you.
Bill, thank you very much. It was a great ending.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening, getting ready for the weekend here, and it's not going to be as cold tomorrow as it was today. That wind had a bite to it. Winds will be much less tomorrow. A mix of sunshine and clouds, temperatures in the mid to upper 30s. Sunday looks pleasant. High temperature 41, mostly cloudy skies. If you're traveling home this weekend, the weather looks great both Saturday and Sunday, not only locally but across the Northeast. No travel issues weather-wise. Sunday night, a cold front moves in. This brings widespread rain. Rain turns over to snow. In fact, lake effect snow. This sets the stage for a multiple day lake effect event, and it begins Monday across the North Country, where some heavy accumulation will be possible. That band may end up dropping southward sometime Tuesday or Wednesday as winds turn into the northwest. And the bottom line is we're going to be keeping a very close eye on this, and we'll be putting together snowfall forecasts on this later this weekend as to how much we could be talking about. Right now, it looks like it could be locally heavy, especially north of the Mohawk Valley. Looking at downtown Utica, again, a couple of flurries out there tonight. A relatively quiet night. Those flurries lingering throughout the course of today, generated from Lake Ontario, some light lake effect. High pressure builds in from the west, and that will bring us pleasant weather over the weekend. This will also help lighten the winds as that high pressure system moves in. Tonight is cold. A lot of places fall into the teens, especially north and east of Utica, where skies are expected to clear out. And it's going to be a generally pleasant Saturday. We start out with some sunshine in the morning. In the afternoon, clouds start to build in. Again, it looks less windy compared to today with high temperatures in the mid-30s. Tomorrow night, cloudy initially and then some clearing late. Overnight lows drop down into the 20s. On Sunday, not as cold, mostly cloudy skies. And again, high temperatures climb into the low 40s. Tonight, again, it's cold, some flurries. Low temperature of 18. Tomorrow, looking at less windy conditions, a mix of sunshine and clouds, and slightly less cold compared to today, a high of 37. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. Tracking lake effect snow next week. Again, we think the band starts across the North Country Monday and into Monday night, where locally heavy snow is expected. And then that band drops south on Tuesday and Wednesday, producing widespread lake effect snow. Again, we'll keep you posted throughout the weekend. We're planning on putting out some first thoughts on snowfall accumulation either late Saturday or early Sunday. Lake effect snow could continue into Thursday, 36 for the high, looking at dry weather by Friday.
Coming up next, how to make sure that